What's up? Joe in Vegas. Another review. This is kind of a 3-for-1 deal. I went last night, got some free tickets. So I went to check out Machine Gun Kelly, who I saw actually not too long ago. He actually played here probably 6 or 8 months ago. Um, he had Avril Lavigne opening up, which I'll get into that. I don't know what the fuck she's doing there. But I did go to see her because I've never seen her before. And then I found out last minute that Will Smith's daughter, opened up for them too. So this is going to be kind of a 3-for-1. I'll try to make it quick. I want to start with saying to enjoy a show like this, I believe that when you get to the venue and you get out of your car, you need to bend over. You need to spread your butt cheeks. You need to take that stick out of your ass, that music snob stick, leave it in your fucking trunk, and then go in and enjoy the show. Don't worry, it'll be there when you get back. When you get back after the show, you can bend over, you can put that stick back in your butt. Because if you are a music snob, and there's a lot of you out there, I pride myself on not being one of those. I mean, you will never enjoy the show. You will never get why a guy like Machine Gun Kelly is popular, why an Avril Lavigne is popular. You just won't be able to enjoy it. You'll be so stuck in your, oh, this is shit music. To enjoy this kind of music, you just have to let go, and you just have to have a couple drinks, let the whiskey mix with the music, and just try to enjoy it for what it is. You know, McDonald's is shit, but sometimes when you go have some McDonald's, it's pretty good. That's why billions and billions of people eat at McDonald's. I mean, that's what this kind of felt like. It felt like a little bit of McDonald's for music. But let me break it down. So let's start with Willow. So I don't know much about her career. I remember when she had that song about the hair, whip your hair back and forth. I thought she was a little pop star. Apparently, she's had a couple songs that have been big on TikTok over the last couple of years, and I saw very quickly when she came on stage that she has a completely different look and sound, and I'll give her credit for it. She trying to break out of that, little poppy pop star, and it's probably the reason she's on this tour. She seemed kind of punk. I'll give her credit. She played music, she played her own guitar. She was, she was not singing pop songs. A couple of them maybe sounded a little poppy, but they were definitely deeper kind of stuff. It wasn't fluffy stuff. So they didn't post her set list from last night, so I can't get into it. But she does sing those songs, "Meet Me at the Spot," at our spot, and "Wait a Minute." And she probably had 6 or 7 songs, which was longer than I thought she would play. I thought she was good, honestly. Not anybody I would run to, but for what I thought she would come out, I thought she did a good job. I actually can see her having a decent career. I don't think she'll ever be a big headliner, but who knows? I mean, she clearly has picked her lane, and she's going down that lane, so good for her. So I'll probably maybe just review each person, because it's really been like 3 acts for a show. So for Willow, I don't know. I give her like a 6 out of 10. Like, good for you. Nice effort. Wasn't amazing, but it was good. She was solid. So that's Willow. Next came Avril Lavigne. So here's my. I don't know what she's doing on this tour. I really don't. Avril Lavigne should be headlining her own tour. I don't know. I don't know if I don't think she's a mom now or something. Maybe she doesn't want that pressure of her own tour. She figured she can just jump on Machine Kelly, get a nice payday, and tour with him. Her set, her stage was small. They didn't open up the stage. She had like an opener stage. I mean, she had her colors, she had a bunch of balloons, and she had her banner in the back, and that's it. It was a small little stage. It was very dark. I don't know also what that was. The lighting was just shitty. She was dark, and she's tiny, so she's hard enough to see on her own. So definitely, the screens were there, but I don't know. I'm a big believer stages should be lit up, and hers wasn't. But I'm there for the music, not for that shit. She came out and played 8 songs, and it was like when people do that mic drop. She just came out and just belted. Girlfriend, Bite Me, which was a new one, I think she said. What the Hell, Complicated, My Happy Ending, Love It When You Hate Me, which I think is a new one. Skater Boy, and I'm With You. And just like reminded you like I was the top of the game for a lot of years. I have a lot of very good songs and very good music. I am Avril Lavigne. Don't forget about me, and just kind of walked off stage. She, if like when you hear it now, you think back. It feels like almost like that was the end of like fun music. I know her stuff is, you know, a little bit deep on some things, but at the end of the day, it's fun music, you know, girlfriend and complicated is about dating, but it still has an upbeat vibe to it. And she's fun and her attitude is fun. And she's like that little emo punky girl and she still is. And for that, I thought she was great. I thought she was great. I'm going to give her an 8, 7 out of 10. I just don't know what she's doing. There has to be a reason for it. I don't know what it is. She can play smaller venues. The whole thing was at T-Mobile Arena, by the way, which is a big, 20,000 person arena here in Vegas. But I just don't know what she's doing. She sounded great. She looked fantastic. She did everything right. I keep saying it. I don't know why she's not headlining. She can take Willow on her tour, and the two of them can go and play smaller theaters and pack them in and be a headliner. So I don't know the reason. I'll never know the reason. Avril, if you're listening to this, send me a message. We met, if you are listening to this, way back in the day. Uh, I met you at the Saddle Ranch. I can't believe I'm saying this even to the. I met you at the Saddle Ranch on Sunset. I didn't recognize who you are, and we hung out for a while. And then some fans came and bombarded you, and you left. So, Avril, if you do listen to this, send me a private message. We should have some more s'mores. It's been a while, but you were very cool and you were very nice. So that I remember. So that's Avril Lavigne. Go see the show just for her. Honestly, it's worth it. Then comes Machine Gun Kelly. I saw him a couple months ago. I don't remember exactly what I said in the review, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. He is a showman. I always said it. He's an actor as much as he is a singer. He's been in a lot of roles. He's actually a fairly decent actor if you've seen him act in anything. I believe that he's a he's a talented guy and he's a smart guy, and I think he came up with this Machine Gun Kelly character years ago, and it's working. It's really working for him. He's got the hottest girl in the world. He's got, top selling albums. He's headlining arena tours. It works. He definitely got a lot more popular when he switched from rap to the rock stuff, and working with Travis really gave him that Blink 182 sound, that punk rock kind of sound, and it works for him. But he is an excellent showman outside of developing this character, this I don't give a shit kind of character about nothing. But clearly for a guy who doesn't give a shit, his look is very manicured and he knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows how to work a crowd. And he's like the opening, like he started with this Born with Horns. The show started with a fucking helicopter. There's a helicopter over the stage that flies over the crowd to the back of the arena, and it's got a ladder dangling from the bottom of it, and he jumps and grabs the ladder, and the helicopter then goes back over the crowd, and he's hanging there singing a whole song over the crowd with the helicopter flying around. I mean, that's not a small production. I mean, that's a major production out of the gate. Very cool set list. I'll go. He didn't post a set list either, but I'm going to go from a couple nights ago, and it looks mostly the same. If I missed a couple or there's some things on here that he didn't sing that night, I apologize, but they did not post a set list, and he sang a lot. He sang a lot of songs. So, Born with Horns, God Saves Me, Maybe, Mainstream Sellout, which I think is from his new album, Drunk Face, which is an older hit, Drug Dealer, which is a good song, I, which I think is a new one. Then he brought Avril Lavigne out, and they did Boys Lie. I'm pretty sure that's what they did. I know they did a song. I think it was that. This set list said Misery Business by Paramore. He did not do that last night that I saw, unless I missed it in the bathroom, but I don't think so. Last time I saw him, he did a cover of Misery Business by Paramore. More Than Life, Die in California, Floor 13, Paper Cuts, Title Track, Bloody Valentine, which was one of his big current hits. Roll the Windows Up, El Diablo, World War III, World War IV. This was weird. He did Emo Girl, which is a newer song that was a hit, but he did it with Willow, and for some reason she didn't come on stage. So I don't know. It's just that was weird. I don't get that, because if she was there, why didn't she come out and if she left, why the fuck did she leave? I mean, she had an opportunity to get on stage. So unless she had a prior commitment that she had to get out there, I thought that was weird. Lonely, I think I'm okay, which is probably one of my favorite songs. He did that with that guy Youngblood, who did not come out, but great, great, great song. That's a very good song. Why Are You Here? Jawbreaker, Sid and Nancy, Forget Me Too, which is also one of his bigger songs he did with Halsey. What he did with this, and I think he did it the last time I saw him, and I think I saw something on YouTube that he does it all the time. He'll pick a couple kids from the crowd, these little kids that are in the front row screaming and know every word to every song. He called them on stage. It was this cute little boy and this cute little girl, and she literally sang all of Halsey's parts. I don't know if that's orchestrated. I don't think so. That girl just looked like a fan, but it's cool. It's a nice little thing. It's a nice little way to do. It kind of takes away from the song, just because it's one of his better songs, and to hand off half the song to a 10-year-old girl in the crowd, I don't know. It's nice. It's touching. I'm not going to fault him for it. It's a cool thing he does, but he could maybe pick a different song to do that with. Makeup Sex, My Ex Best Friend, which also was one of his bigger hits in the last year or two. With what's that guy's name? Bear, Sugar Bear? No, something. Black Bear, Blackfoot. I don't know, something like that. Black Bear, I think. I'm not the biggest fan, so don't knock me. Then Twin Flames, he closed out with. So, like I said, he's really good, man. If you take that stick out of your ass, like I said at the beginning of the review, and you just go and enjoy it and drink and listen to music, you know, the stuff he says in between, he seems like a sincere guy. I don't know what's an act and what's not an act. He does seem like a sincere guy. He gets a really bad rap. Really, as much as people love him, there's probably more people that hate the guy. And I haven't seen him do anything other than be a good-looking, cocky guy with a hot fucking girlfriend, you know, which is like high school shit. That's why people hated people in high school. So if people are still like that and hate him because of that, I don't know. He seems like a pretty sincere guy. He writes some half-decent rock and roll songs. They're not bad. They're good. Some of them are good. I like them. And I'll get a lot of shit from people telling me I like some Machine Gun Kelly songs. It's not my favorite act, but all in all, it's a very good show. Tickets, from what I saw, were cheap, so definitely worth the money, especially getting all three at the same time. So that's pretty much it. There's not a lot to say about these shows. For Machine Gun Kelly, I give him a 7, 9 out of 10. It's solid. It's just solid. It's a good show. It's not... You know, again, you could see his diehard fans in the crowd, and they're loving it. This is the greatest night of their lives. So, why would you bash that? Like, I never understood that about critics. Why? There's so many people there, kids, even not kids. It could be a 40-year-old guy who's having the time of his life. Who am I to bash that? Unless this guy's a piece of shit and a rapist and a murderer, like, yeah, he's a piece of shit. Don't listen to him. But if you don't like him, don't go. If you don't like him, don't listen to it. But why would you bash him? I don't really understand that. So, all in all, the 3-for-1 is definitely worth it. I would say Avril to me was the highlight. I again don't know why she's doing this. I just don't know why she doesn't have her own tour. She's good enough. She probably just doesn't want to carry it. There's probably a lot of pressure. I don't know what that's like, but there's got to be a lot of pressure in headlining your own tour. So, for that, good show, solid show. Thanks for listening. Comment, subscribe if you were there. If you went to a different show in this tour, I definitely want to hear what your thoughts were. And that's it. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you at the next show. Bye-bye.